Spinal flexion articulation is done over and over, and it's one of the joys of Pilates, as it's so good for the back. So we can either initiate at the bottom or the top of the spine. Let's look at it first, initiation from the coccyx. The tail pulls under strongly, and as the sacrum comes down, each vertebrae sequentially comes longer away from the one before it. The eyes stay into the abdominals. The head stays lifted until it can no longer look into the belly, and then it returns to the mat. Everything is now in a lengthened position. Articulation can also initiate at the opposite end of the spine, so all the way up at the atlas axis. So like we did in the cervical flexion, only instead of stopping at the inferior tip of the shoulder blades, we continue, and the lift of the C curve comes up as though we're stuck onto the mat and we're trying to pull ourselves off the mat with the abdominals. So it's not just coming up and pulling the ribs to the pelvis, but creating that extra space. Turn around, let's look at it with a very common exercise of the roll back on the Cadillac. So a strong lift out of the seat and the waist, and then again, a hinge back will allow a little space, and the movement begins at the pelvis. As the spine comes down, it's pulling longer, broader, and all the vertebrae are pulling apart, the ribs are pulling apart until we're completely flat. Then we reverse this pattern with movement all the way up at the ears and the length, so all the back is pulling apart, finish in a round position, and then restacking the spine. So make sure that your articulation is about creating space and length.